So the video you're about to watch was filmed, edited, posted to my Patreon page months ago. It originally was going to be a just for you video, but I kind of feel it's a good lead up to what I'm going to do in my next video, which I'm about to start filming right now. So I figured it'd be good just to share this video with you guys, and then we can go into the project next week, kind of finish the project next week. Now I want you to keep in mind that this video is kind of done a little bit differently than how I normally do my videos. I film a lot of stuff, and then I make a video, I chop that up and make something that's watchable, and then I'll end up with like a 40-minute or whatever, 40-minute video, and then I'll come in there and just chop stuff out to make it more condensed, concise, you know. Are those the right words? They could be, but I want to make it smaller so it's more watchable and people will watch the whole video. So this video is not. I left a lot of those rambling rants that I go on into this video. I am going to re-edit it just a little bit because there's stuff that I say in it that's very inappropriate. Not really that inappropriate. I don't know. Some people might find it offensive. My Patreon supporters happen to like the offensive things I say. That's one of the reasons they support me on Patreon, because I don't want to say more of myself, but the more inappropriateness is in that stuff. You make no sense. Good. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, hit a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Don't do that. That's mean. You know, comment that you don't like it, and then I'll delete your comment. Good. Yeah, because if you hit the dislike, that's bad for my channel. So hit the like, comment your negative shit, and I'll delete it. Thank you. How do I start just for you videos? I can't remember. I normally just like say, it's been a while, I guess, so I don't even know how to start a just for you video. And now it stops raining. The whole reason I was going to make this video is because it was raining. Let's just stick with the plan that we were going to do, because it could just start raining any second. So, first of all, I need to apologize to you guys for not putting out the content that I usually put out. I mean, there was points in my life where I was putting out 8 videos in a month, and what have I been doing? Maybe 3? Ouch, that's pathetic. Maybe, yeah, I haven't gotten down to 2 yet, so that's good. I'm still doing somewhat decent. But right now, you haven't seen the last video that I filmed where I did a bunch of hodgepodgey type stuff, and then today I started filming the kitchen cabinets. But it's been piss and rain outside, but you know, you'll see all this in the next video. But I did all my fancy drawings. You got my fridge, the pull-out cabinet, under the sink, dishwasher, and the stove, but all this cabinetry. But right here I've got the range vent, and I said in that video that I wasn't going to film that, but then I was thinking, hey, that would be a perfect thing to do for my Patreon supporters, because I can't freaking work today, and I can do a small project, and this is a small project. So, perfect. I gotta pee. My house comes with a standing urinal. So I'm gonna film this video as if you saw the video that you haven't seen. That makes great sense. So this stove I got is Premier. I don't really know if it's a good brand or not, but it fit my needs, and it was from Home Depot's. So most of the shit I got from Home Depot though said no returns. Well, that's not nice. And then I ordered this on the Zons of Amazons. You know what? I got a fucking brilliant idea. Oh, are we brilliant? Just giving a little protection. My mother always said, Daniel, wear protection. I don't want to be a grandmother just yet. And I know them little sluts you're sleeping with. They're just trying to get monthly child support out of you, Daniel. Don't give in to temptations. Wrap it up, Daniel. Wrap it up. So this is the vent. I really don't know what it's got. But what I do know is that's going to go right about here. But I can't remember how much I paid for this. Maybe like 150, 200 bucks maybe. I don't really know. I don't know what Summit maybe. Honestly, I don't know anything about this thing, but it's 20 inches wide, which is the width of my stove. So the first thing I did, already done it. So the first thing I did was Google, what height do range vents go at? And countertops are, I believe, 36 inches. And the stove is a little bit, I don't know, somewhere around there. And then I found a picture on the Googles that said 30 inches. So that's 36 inches plus 30 is 66 inches. And I put my tape measure on and I went like this. and 66 inches is right here. And I'm very happy with that, because when I first got this thing, I brought it out of the box and I put it like up here where I thought it was going to go, like that high. And I was like, that is the most ugly thing to look at, because this is not pretty looking, and that'll never be pretty looking. It's going to end up having like grease and shit on it. And I was like, you know what? That height's good. So your eyeball doesn't see it unless you're short. So like right there, let's memorize that. Okay, good. That's right here is what I want. And look it. 66 is 2 inches above it. Let's just check it, eyeball it, hold it. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. You good? I'm good. Good. So basically what I'm gonna do is build a box that goes around this thing. I gotta do the angle of the ceiling in it. I gotta notch out for my vent. This will probably end up being 2 videos, because I gotta do the electrical and then the venting. So next month I'll do the follow-up to this video, possibly. Don't quote me on anything. Nobody ever does. I'm gonna go 2 inches lower. So what's that? 28 inches. I mean, who f***ing sticks their head in that far? That's good. Then you can't see that. I like that better. I was thinking maybe I could lay in my bed. Nope. Nope, not your bed. Wrong. You need a bath. In the bath. No. Let's talk about this. There. Let's step back and look at it. Just look at it. Would you look at it? Would you look at that? Just look at it. In the next video, I explain, like, I push this stove off this wall an inch so the door doesn't rub against the wall. And that causes this to be a problem, because now this needs to be an inch off as well. But now my brain's trying to figure out how I trim that so it doesn't look stupid. Wrap it completely, go boom and boom, but then you're not visually seeing that anymore. That's okay. It's more built in. It's more custom. What's the channel name? Diane's Customs. So do it. I'm not even going to try to explain it, because I don't know how to explain it, but it's going to be wider than what this thing is. This thing will fit into it. 64, but then we need to come up an inch for the trim. 65. God. Yeah, are you confused too? 24.5 inches. So this is exaggerated of what I need, but yeah, I need a piece like that. This length right here is going to be 24.5. I got to figure my angle, and I need to figure my depth. That's easy. Make sure that's all flush. Measure this. 1 foot minus an inch. 11 inches. So I'm going to rip the board at 11 inches. Got 24.5. Figure my angle, and I got all the numbers. I need 2 pieces like that. Beautiful. 23/8. I need a bottom piece for this. It's going to be notched out so all the venting can come out of it and wiring stuff. But the width is 23/8, and again, 11-inch rip. And that'll be kind of it. Maybe 3 pieces. Eventually this will turn into a little 8-piece thing. But that's a good point to start working. Come on, the peanut. Let's go out exciting. Come on, butter. You know what? I've had just about enough of your shitting. So I did just finish the boards that I'm going to be using. So they're probably still wet. I can't film out here. I can't. I want to so bad. I want to film in here, but where do you put the camera? Tripod literally takes up the entire world. Most of this pine whitewash stuff that I got is going to go into Tiny House Terry, because I got a lot of scrap, because I'm being very particular about my jointage. Oh, God. That was the wrong drink. That was the wrong drink, and there was a bug in it, and it was big. It was big, and it was ew. Ew. Wasn't funny. This is the right one. Much better. Let me and your mom get it on. Woo! Probably showing crack there. Gotta cut that clip out. So this is the walnut that I'm building my cabinetry out of. It's walnut plywood. I'll go over more about this in the next video. Might as well just touch on it now, but it's extremely expensive. $100 for 1 sheet, and I bought 4 sheets. $400 for the cabinets. I'm still ahead. once I'm done with the kitchen, no, I won't. But you can't buy this shit in the store. Like, you can get oak, maybe cherry, maybe maple. Walnut? Who uses walnut? So I'm gonna cut these things to the rough lengths, and then I'm gonna rip them, because if I would have ripped this whole board, I would screw myself. Good. You explained that so well. Now this board is still tacky. Some of you might know this, but see how this doesn't cut the whole thing? I don't think I'll be able to get it, but if I take this board and I lift it up while raising the blade up, it might cut it. It looks a little too long. It might not work. Oh God, oh God, it's so ugly. 11 inches. I'm getting a lot of tear out on the veneer of the plywood, so I'm going to try something. Just force that in there. Yep, that worked. And that is going to be a 7.16 degree. So I'm going to go check to make sure this fits. I'd bring you, but it's just too difficult. I made a mistake, so I lost audio right there. Didn't realize it, but nice, pretty, looking good. Tested that piece and it fit perfectly. So that's 24.5 to the short point. But now this needs to be 24.5, but it's not. It's 23.5. Now I can make this work. I can deal with this. What I'm gonna do, you know, at first I was upset because I messed up severely. But remember how I dropped the range vent down 2 inches? This is bringing it back up an inch. Just gonna clean that up, recut that one, and it'll be good. When I was filming that TV show, I was working inside the project that I was working on, and my tools were all outside, and there was a little block of wood that was sitting right here, not big enough to span that distance, and one of the producers walked up, turned the saw on, and brought it down onto the board, and I just heard this horrendous like clank. It was ridiculous. And I mean, I've done it to the saw, so I'm not going to blame him completely, but it bends this portion right here. This is one piece of aluminum right here, and it bends it, so this is not perfectly straight anymore. I should order a new one of these. I've done it a lot. I mean, this saw's been through the ringer. But the wear and tear of my tools from that TV show was ridiculous. They got beat the freak up. When's that show coming out, Dan? I'm gonna guess June. They still haven't announced that they're coming out with season 2. I searched the Googles all the time. Season 2 has not been announced. I went to one of them fancy tool stores today, and they had Festool tools there. Just the tools, not like Festool in there. But I couldn't believe how much those tools cost. Freaking $1,400 for the Domino, which is a biscuit joiner basically. Wow. Alright, I got 2 pieces at 11 inches by, I screwed up, made it an inch shorter, 23.5. That's fine. Those 2 pieces are done. We can start the assembly process there. This needs to be 20 3/8. I mean, the mahogany was expensive. Walnut, more expensive. Can you imagine? I mean, mahogany's like, whoa. Man, I don't even think it's that amazing. I mean, yeah, it's pretty and all, but so I'm going to join all this stuff together with pocket holes. And I'm always going to try to hide my pocket hole joinage. There's times in the cabinetry where I'll be able to do that. I'll also be able to through screw it, so I'll drill a hole and screw this into it. Pocket holes really aren't a strong joint. The way I'm going to build the cabinets and the amount of pocket holes I'm going to put in, it's going to be just fine and dandy. So this bottom piece, I want 3 pocket holes on each side, and I want them on the underside of the cabinets, so when I put that vent in, it will be concealed. You won't see them. This base of the cabinet literally will never be seen. Unless you got up on a ladder and looked inside there, it won't be seen. But you have this side, you know, it's pretty. You have that side. I think that side's prettier. So I'm gonna make sure that that side is the one that's going to be facing up. If you haven't seen this tool, it's like the greatest thing. It's the Craig jig, but on steroids. It's got a stopper on it, so you don't need to adjust your collar. Tells you what size screw, 1-inch screws. First thing you do is put the bit into this holder, tighten this collar. It's like permanently set. It's great. They should have put a magnet right here though to hold the bit into place. Put it in, bring it up just a hair, start your drill, go down. Of course, you're gonna go down. And then I'm just going to repeat that a bunch. There's no measuring because it doesn't really matter. Just put it in and do it. When I put this up, I'm going to have no way of mounting it to the wall. So I'm going to put pocket holes on the inside of the cabinets to screw it in. Now I did buy the walnut plugs for this. I probably won't use them. I might. You know me. I'll use them. I just don't want to sand this stuff because it's expensive. Very thin veneer, super thin. Between me and you, I mean, the house is watertight, but the only place that I have leakage is right here. And you can see I did like this jerry rig fix to prevent water from getting in, but it does. And then what happens, I don't know if you can see that water spot right there, but it gets into my house. So today I got angry and I did this. I put this over that. Oh gosh. Welcome to my house. Can I get you Budweiser or something? Maybe some Jack Daniels. But yeah, no more water's coming in. It's great. This needs a roof, or I need to figure out how to fix the fucking door. It's the only thing that leaks is the damn door. Some of the water gets in right here, this crack. I should have better engineered that. I wasn't thinking when I built the door, but yeah. Okay, so back to this project that we were doing. I'm kind of done with this project, so we're just going to give you a little quick overview because the time. I want to give you guys a just for you video, so I'm gonna finish this up. But this piece, I shouldn't have taken that off. It's a pain to get it in there. Yeah, not gonna happen again. You saw it up there though. With that piece, cut the 4 1/4 inch circle out of it, so it'll go in there. I got all my pocket holes to secure it to the wall, and then you know what? I might put one like right here, and there'll be no visible screws except for these, which we might cover. Who knows? And then also this piece is going to go like right. It's going to go like right here. You gotta kind of be with me. We together? It's going to be like here, and that thing's going to stick up inside it. So I've got this piece ready. I've got this piece ready. Pocket holes. These two are ready for some TLC. That's going to be the show side right there. So that's going to be like right here. It's going to be quite visible in the house. Very large piece. Okay. And then I've got the, oh God, and then I got the bottom piece that's going to go here-ish. And I made the notch for the vent. And then I got a mark for the hole I need to put for the electrical. I took this apart a little bit. I've got this thing. This is like a 3x10 vent. I need to find a reducer that comes to a 3-inch circle. Can't find one online, but I will be successful. Then I also took the bottom apart to figure out where the wires were. Simple, easy, just some wire nuts. I'll have a wire come in here, connect this in, and then I'll put the cover. And then I'll put this cover back on. How does that go? Like that. Beautiful. Now, if you do buy one of these, the instructions are located underneath the vent. You know? There's no light bulb. Where's the light bulb? God, that's so tacky. That is like 1980s. What is that? Okay. Grandmother's gonna be proud of that. So these 3 pieces are done. I've got several more that I need to cut for it, as well as do the trim for it. The trim's going to be an epic project like no other. But I want to finish these completely and then screw them together. I feel like you get a better finish when you do stuff when they're like unscrewed together. God, he's so bad at talking. Why don't you have another drink? Oh God. This is number 3. 4 goes bad. I mean, it's Sunday. I gotta work tomorrow, so I can be hungover at work. It's acceptable.
Daniel, you're an embarrassment to the family.
So I want to go and finish these completely. I'm going to apply another coat of General Finishes Armor Seal onto it, which gives it that amazing look. Ooh, wow, beautiful. Armor Seal, and then after that, I'll let that dry, and I'll do a General Finishes High Performance Flat Finish. I don't know what the hell it is, but it all makes it look beautiful. I can't remember if I did it on the ceiling or not. It's what I have on the walls, which you haven't seen that video yet, because you'll probably see this one before that. I don't know. Exporting takes forever. So, since it's f***ing raining like you wouldn't believe, I'm not going to bring the camera, but I'm going to go and finish these, and then maybe like in a week or 2, we'll finish this project again. We're going to get back into it. So this will be a Just For You project that might turn into a YouTube project. And also, if you follow me on, Facebook and Instagram or Twitter, I posted the other day, which is today, but you know what I mean, that I lost one of my batteries from my Canon. Those batteries are $100 each, so I basically lost $100. I haven't really tore the house apart, but I'm 99% sure that it fell into something it shouldn't have fallen into, and is now at the landfill. Unfortunate. So, I do apologize, but I'll be using, if you donate $1, I'll be using 1/10 of your dollar to buy a new battery for my camera. It's $100, so 250 of you divided by 1, don't do math right now. Too drunk to do math. It's not 1/10, but I'm going to be using $100 to buy a new battery, because I'm broke right now. Walnut is expensive. But other than that one expense for the battery, all your money is going into a separate bank account that I have, which I've explained before, and it's just compiling. It's compiling. I'm lying a little bit because I've used a little bit to do things, but I will put that money back into the project, and Tiny House Terry will always be brought to you by the Patreon supporters. If you're, I don't know, words and stuff. I can't make videos when I'm drunk. I wonder if I can make a video when I'm high. I can't smoke pot, but if I could, I would smoke copious amounts of marijuana. The last thing before we end this, I'm sure you guys are all well aware that YouTube has literally gone to shit in the last 6 months. My channel has been affected. Oh, it's not even funny how bad it's been affected. Financially, not that bad. Maybe a quarter of my income from YouTube is gone, which really was never much. But I had that money on hold so that I could buy a new laptop. As soon as it reached a certain amount, I would get a fat check. It was going to take about 2 years to get that fat check, but that's now going to turn into like 3 or 4 years. But I do thank you guys for supporting my Patreon page. It's really, I mean, if you've watched any YouTube videos from big YouTubers, they've even started Patreon accounts. I know that some of you guys leave. I see it all the time. I get deleted people all the time. I understand, sure, fine, but what I ask of you is that you possibly just lower it to $1 a month. If you can't afford $1 a month, that's fine. I'm okay with that. You've got bigger problems than I do. My neighbor touched me when I was 12. Also, for some reason, my subscribers have literally just stopped. YouTube is no longer pushing my videos to people anymore. In the previous months, about 6-7 months ago, I was getting close to 1,200 subscribers in 1 month, which was great. I mean, boom, 12,000 plus subscribers in a year. It just dies and dies and dies. It's not even funny. I was down to like 400 the other day, and it just went down to like 380, and then it dropped down to like 360. So for some reason, my YouTube channel is literally dying, which is really sad, depressing, unfortunate. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, but it's kind of hard to really be motivated to create content when the subscribers just aren't coming in anymore. I don't know why it is. I've tried different things. I think YouTube has flagged me or something and said I'm inappropriate and is no longer pushing my content to other people. So I don't know what to do. And I think it all stems back to that day that I talked to that YouTube lady, and I remember talking to her and she said something about like, "Ooh, you're quite a character." And ever since then, it's just really just took a nosedive. And so I think the fact that was probably one of the stupidest decisions I made was talking to somebody from YouTube and having them look at my channel versus have a computers monitor our channels basically so they see what we're posting and if it's good or bad. All these different algorithms. I don't want to get into it too much, but having a human look at it and say, I think that was the big red flag. So if you're a YouTube creator, don't ever talk to YouTube. It will kill your fucking channel. And I don't think I can ever recover from it. I don't think I ever will. I don't want to bitch about it too much, but it sucks. Okay, I'm done. It looks pretty though.